Hello, this is Caleb Miller for Intro to Counseling. For our research paper for reasons people go to a counselor, I chose the topic marriage. Almost half of marriages in divorce. For our wedding vows, it seems like it's no longer I do, but we'll see whenever we get 5 years from now how I really feel. Marriage has kind of become a thing of insignificance and easy to just find another one, go get the next person that I'll like even more, or they're just not into saving a marriage or fighting for the ones that they loved at one time, they feel like. Marriage is given to us by God, and it's something that He created and designed as for one man and one woman to have a spouse and live a life together. So until death do us part. Top reasons for divorce are infidelity, finances, or they just say they no longer love each other, they argue too much, and lack of intimacy. For infidelity, forgiveness is needed in order to find freedom. Infidelity is difficult to move through, I'm sure, through just all the instances that you see from marriages that are failed due to infidelity. So obviously it must be a difficult thing to move past, but it's not impossible. If you go seek counseling, counselors are going to tell you that you have to have forgiveness there, and there's probably going to be some accountability and some checks and balances put in place for the spouses for them to be able to trust each other again. They have to build a trust that was broken, and that's not something that's easily done. Trust is built up over time. And whenever you lose trust, especially due to cheating spouse, then it's going to be something that's going to be difficult to gain back, and it's going to take lots of time and healing and prayer, and ultimately it's going to take the forgiveness that Jesus only you can get through Jesus. Money is another option that people are another reason that people get divorced a lot of times. When there's a lack of money, it seems like it causes extra stress on a marriage, and marriages are difficult enough whenever things are going well. So if you add another dynamic of not having money to do things, or to even go to dinner on a date night, or not be able to pay the light bill, whatever it is, it adds extra stressors on a marriage, which can be difficult and leads to divorce also. There's a book by Dave Ramsey called Steps to Financial Peace. It's actually a curriculum that you can go through, and it'll help you save money and help you learn how to manage your money as a couple, and to ultimately, as I guess his slogan is, so live like they're live. Here it is. Live like no one else today, so you can live like no one else tomorrow. So if you do that, then you'll follow those financial steps to peace, and you'll be able to afford things and buy a mansion like Dave Ramsey. Probably not, but you will at least be able to go to Disney World or something with your kids, maybe. All right, another reason that people get divorces or for arguing too much. There's another book called The 5 Love Languages that allows us to show how our spouse wants to be loved and how we like to be loved. There's different ways that you can show love to your spouse, either by words of affirmation or physical touch, or just being a couple of the examples. But there are 5 of them. If you go through that book, then you'll learn how you can better love your wife or spouse, and how they can better love you. Another reason that people get divorces, or they just say they no longer love each other, they have a lack of intimacy. They've got burnt out. If you seek counseling for these things, then they can all be worked through. A goal would be to seek counseling before you're in need of a counselor, but that usually doesn't work out. So usually you go to counselors whenever you're in the emergency room or the emergency lifeline for your marriage. So as you think about how you're living and how your marriage is going, and what you need to do, then you will need to seek out counseling ahead of time or in time to save your marriage. A counselor is going to be someone who's trained and qualified to give advice and to be able to be a good listener, to for equal parties, to value each party's conversation and hold them accountable to what changes need to be made, and someone that can be that middle person to help referee or be there to help the marriage make it through. All right, I hope that was enough.